Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am very excited to share with you some amazing things that I have been getting lately. This is a mixture of things that I have found at different stores, different Goodwills. I got some of the stuff on eBay, some of it at the Retro Attic, and some of it was actually trading with some friends. And so I have a bunch of stuff laid out all over here, including some great Criterion titles and a bunch of Vinegar Syndrome titles. And so I am very, very excited to add all of these to my collection. And yeah, I'm just going to kind of dive right in because there is a ton to go through here. The first one, this is actually something I picked up at the Exchange. The Exchange where I live is kind of like a, for those that don't know, they sell like a lot of movies, music, video games, vinyl, other stuff like that. I personally don't go there a whole lot just because I feel like their pricing is like a little on the higher side. I feel like a lot of the pricing usually is comparable to eBay. And so I always feel like, you know, unless if it's something I'm specifically looking for, I don't go there to really like shop to find a really good deal. However, every now and then, if I am in the area of an Exchange, I try to stop in just to see the off chance that maybe something is there for a good price. And actually, there was this one item, this one Criterion that I am missing for my collection. For those that do not know, my goal this year is to collect from spine numbers 300 to 400 within the Criterion collection. And so I'm just trying to fill in any little gaps, just really holding out for you know, July to roll around and the Barnes & Noble sale, because I am very excited because I have a very, very long list of items that I would like to pick up. But this was on the list, but this was actually only $15, and so this was $5 cheaper than what it would be during the Barnes & Noble sale. That is spy number 383, and that is Brute Force on Blu-ray. So I know nothing about this movie, but it is it's within that next few spine numbers that I am missing. So excited to add that to the collection. The next couple items, these I got at a Goodwill. They had a whole bin of these, and I basically just picked out some of the titles that I would like to actually add to my collection. I don't necessarily collect these specific items that often. I have a couple, I think I have a couple in my collection on the other side of the room, but when I do come across them, they are kind of fun to see. And that is a bunch of, for your consideration, screener discs. And so here's one for La La Land. This is basically, these would be sent out for to like promote the film before, you know, the Academy Awards. And so, you know, the discs like usually come with these, just kind of look very generic with like a barcode and stuff, and usually just in these like little paper sleeves. But what's kind of cool about these is I have two here that was not actually released on disc, and I'll get to those in a minute. But the next one I got, this one I just thought was kind of fun, and that is the film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's kind of a fun, it looks like a soundtrack, like a movie soundtrack, but I think these were only $1.50 a piece, if I'm not mistaken. This one, actually, I have not seen this movie, but this is the only way that you can get this movie on a disc, on a physical media disc, and that is the movie Coda. I believe this actually won Best Picture, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I've not seen this, but it is kind of fun. Apparently this was a Apple original film, so Coda. And this one also was, I've been nominated for a bunch of stuff, but this is the only way to get this movie on a physical disc, and that is the movie Tick, Tick, Boom. Which I actually really, really liked this movie. I listened to the soundtrack actually pretty often. It was really a solid, it's just a solid film right there. But yeah, I'm excited to add these four screeners or for your consideration tapes or movies to my collection. These next two items, these are two Criterion titles that I was missing for my collection. I try to, as often as I can, I try to look on eBay for any really solid deals on Criterion and trying to fill in any of the little holes that I am missing. Both of these are actually out of print, and so I got both of these, I want to say for $50, I think, if I'm not mistaken. One of them actually I've been missing for a while, so I'm actually very excited to add that to the collection. But this first one is spine number 324. So excited to check this out. I will say this seller, I originally looked for this one particular movie, and then I went to all of their other items that they had listed, and they had this one as well listed. And so usually if that's the case, I try to, you know, combine shipping and get it cheaper that way, because it sometimes works out cheaper to do it, you know, to buy both from the same seller than buying like individually. But the one that I first originally came across, this is spine number 295, and so this was actually the last movie from spine numbers 200 to 300 that I was missing, and so it drove me crazy that I just could not find it, and that is the film Crazed Fruit. And again, this is a 295, and so I've been looking for this movie for a very, very long time now, and I feel like it was one that was always expensive. For whatever reason, I could not find a decent, used, good, cheap copy of this. This is one actually I bought off of Amazon originally. I think it was sometime last year I bought this off Amazon, but when I received it in the mail, it was a bootleg copy, and so I had to send it back and get my money back. But yeah, I'm excited to actually have this for my Criterion collection. The next one here, this is spine number 317, and again, I found this on eBay cheaper than what it would be during the Barnes & Noble Criterion sale, and that is the film The Tales of Hoffman. So excited to check this one out. I don't know a lot about this, so very excited to watch that. These next two are two other films that I found on eBay, and again, same thing. I combined shipping and got them at a pretty good price. This one is actually within the spine numbers that I am missing, and that is a 362. I'm sorry, 362, and that is the film Border Radio. This was only put out on DVD, so there is no Blu-ray release of this, and so yeah, excited to add that. This is one that I technically was not in my next spine number movies that I'm missing, but it is one that I would like to actually check out, and that is spine number 468, and that is the 23 films titled Science is Fiction. So very excited to check this one out. Looks like a lot of fun. I think these are all French. Yeah, these are all French films. I don't know a ton about this, but it's like a 3-disc collection. So excited to watch that. These next three titles I actually got at Goodwill. Actually, it's the same Goodwill that I got the For Your Consideration movies from. But these ones are Criterion titles that I never come across Criterion at Goodwill's. And these were only $1.50 a piece. Now, I technically already own all of these movies. However, I do like to try to collect, you know, if it is on Blu-ray, I try to get the DVD as well. Trying to just get some of the different artwork variations, the different logos on the different you know, covers. And for instance, this is the first one that I grabbed. This is spine number 2, and that is the film Seven Samurai. I'm like, I love the different like Criterion logos on some of these, and the spines look slightly different. The artwork is slightly different. And so it's kind of like, if I come across them at a good price, I'm going to grab the DVD copies as well. Even though I do have this on Blu-ray, but yeah, it's kind of just more of a collection thing than anything. But yeah, I got Seven Samurai for only $1.50. And then these two are also Criterion. This is spine number, let's see, 52 and 53. These are both put out, or these are both Akira Kurosawa films. And again, just different artwork variations, different logos. Just fun to add these to the collection. Now guys, this next batch of stuff is actually insane. I have a ton of Vinegar Syndrome titles, and I'll try to show it here if I don't drop it. But just absolutely an insane amount of Vinegar Syndrome titles that I'm adding to the collection. And I'm so excited because some of these are so weird and fun and just stuff that I've never even heard of before. But I basically got all of these at the Retro Attic, and so I am very, very excited to add all of these to my collection. And I'm going to try to go through these fairly quickly, but basically all of these have the limited edition, or you know, the limited edition slipcover or the out of print slipcover. Some of them are out of print, some of them are not, but they all have slipcovers, which is awesome. So I have them currently in the spine number order, which is the same order that I keep them on the shelf here behind me. So we have 205, Lucifer's Woman. 243, Body Melt. 250, Blood Harvest. 254. 256. Yep. Yeah, 256. 263. 271. 293. 309. Sorry, I'm trying to go through them as quickly as I can so this video is not an hour long, but 315. 320. 325. 328. 331. 345. 352. 364. 367. 371. I do have the slipcover for this one, but I don't think I can show it on YouTube. But that is a 373. 382. We have 386. 392. 401. 405. 407. 408. 413. 415. 431. 436. Right, yeah. 443. 448. 475. 476. And the last one, 479. So an insane amount of Vinegar Syndrome titles that I am so excited to add to my collection. Yeah, I feel like it's such a fun company. They just put out so many like weird and just movies that I've never even heard of before. And so I'm very, very excited to start diving into some of these. But yeah, the next, I only have two little stacks here left that I actually just picked up today, which is the day that I'm recording this. Not necessarily the day that this will be posted, but yeah, this is just stuff that I picked up today. But the first one, these are items that I got at the Retro Attic as well. But the first one here, this is spy number 135 in the Criterion collection, and that is the movie Rebecca. I technically already own this on Blu-ray, but I do like this this DVD artwork, and so I got it at a good price, and so I'm excited to add the DVD version of it to the collection as well. This is one that, as I'm recording this, I'm still technically missing this within my Criterion collection, but it is available on Blu-ray. The DVD is out of print, but that is spy number 302. But again, it is more of a collection thing. I'll still get the Blu-ray, but this DVD, I got it actually pretty cheaper. Like, it's pretty, I think it was only $25 or so. And online, I feel like it goes for 40 plus for the DVD. I'm not really sure why, but yeah, excited to add that. And then this is the last item I got from the Retro Attic, and that is the movie, it's a Lucio Fulci title, and that is the movie Murder Rock. And this one I know is available through Vinegar Syndrome. There's a 4K of this that was released recently, but I am missing this for my Lucio Fulci collection, and so I decided to grab that and eventually upgrade to the 4K. But yeah, these last three titles are some that I got from trading with a friend of mine. There was a couple things I was getting rid of that he was interested in, and so he had a couple things that I was interested in, and so we ended up just trading. But the first one here is a movie called Strange Days. I know nothing about it. He recommended this one to me, and so I will definitely have to check it out. It looks very interesting. The next one is an Arrow Video title. He ended up buying a bunch of, or like a lot of Arrow Video stuff on eBay, only wanting one of the movies because it worked out cheaper to do it that way than just buy the movie individually. And this was just part of that deal that he did not really care to own. But that is the film Switchblade Sisters. So excited to check this one out as well. And the last one that I traded with him, this is a Criterion that I do not have in my collection, and that is spy number 827, and this is a 4K of the film. So excited to watch this because I believe this is Robert Altman, which he's a very fascinating director. So, but yeah, that is everything that I got over the last, I don't even know, couple of weeks, maybe a week. It's just kind of stuff that has been piling up that I've been really dying to put onto a shelf, but I wanted to make this video before I did all that. But let me know what you guys think of all of these Criterion, all this Vinegar Syndrome. I feel like it was a lot. I do apologize. I kind of went through it pretty quickly, but guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.